Hello Casey, this is Perth Pete. Back in August of 2007, you asked us how we define pornography. At the time I wasn't making videos, so please accept this late response. How do I define pornography? I define it as any media created with the intent to arouse sexually. The key words here are intent to arouse sexual interest. I'd like to try and demonstrate to you the importance of intent. My first example are the paintings or drawings taken of nude men and women. Are they intended to create sexual arousal? I'd suggest it's laughable to suggest so. Are mere photographs of naked people pornographic? Again, I'd suggest not. If you were to say yes, how do you explain the glamour photographs that many people are having taken of themselves these days? The ones which they celebrate their human body and in which they just want to have a record of how they look at a certain time. I'd hardly think that they're intended to arouse sexual interest. I would also ask if the photographs of Spencer Tunick are pornographic. Spencer Tunick is a photographer that captures photographs of hundreds, if not thousands, of naked people in public places such as the main auditorium of the Grand Central Station at New York, or on the banks of the Yarra River in Melbourne, or near the edge of a glacier in the Swiss Alps. I don't think he's intending to create pornography here. There is certainly no intent to create sexual arousal. I think his works are art, if not protest. Or, what are the photographs of Robert Mapplethorpe? Mapplethorpe's photographs include explicit images of male homosexuality, amongst other things. In 1995, an exhibition of his photographs was displayed at the Art Gallery of Western Australia. Entry was restricted to adults only, people over the age of 18. Still, there were people within the community who suggested that the exhibition should have been banned, or even that some of the photographs should have been destroyed. I went along to the exhibition and I didn't see anything that offended me. Perhaps it's just my taste. But it was something about the setting. Being inside an art gallery, I couldn't find them sexually arousing, so I couldn't find them as being pornographic. How about photographs of some of our fellow YouTubers, the models from the Five Naked Models channel? The women on the Five Naked Models channel make their living from being photographed naked. One of the models, Isabel Wren, acknowledges that some of the photographic shoots that she's participated in are probably pornographic because he understands that their intent is to arouse sexual interest. However, the far majority of their work is intended as erotica or art. Examples of this are things like photographs of one of the models, Candy poses, standing naked in a wind tunnel, or of Isabel Wren herself standing naked outside an abattoir. My final demonstration of the importance of intent is a differentiation between photographs of clothing models and partially clothed models. Whilst acknowledging that sex sells, the photograph of a man or a woman modelling underwear or a bathing suit does not have as its intent or its main purpose sexual arousal. Now, if you put a photograph of a man or woman who is partially clothed in a magazine which features several other photographs, and you change a focus or you change a pose, then you become closer to intending to arouse sexual interest, and that is probably pornography. Casey, you also asked if we think that pornography can be healthy or unhealthy. As I indicated in my comments to your video, I believe it can be both. If it is just a person who would otherwise have a sexual dysfunction achieve sexual release, then it can be healthy. Unfortunately, pornography can also be unhealthy, particularly if it depicts or features the abuse of participants. It has the potential to reinforce stereotypes or unhealthy attitudes or behaviours. So that's the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed my discussion. Thank you for watching, especially if you've made it all this way. I acknowledge that the presentation has been pretty dry, but I feel that a serious response is most appropriate. I welcome your comments and ratings. Good night.